Good morning, dear students. In this video we are going to get acquainted with menus in Microsoft Word. You're going to use these menus in, your work and study projects. We are not going to use all of the menu tabs, just few of them. So first of all we are going to use Home tab, then Insert, Layout, References, Review and Developer. I'm going to show you how to find the Developer menu. But first of all, I should say that you should get acquainted with these menus, and I'm going to give you the translation to Russian for some of the points of menu, because all of the Microsoft Office programs in High School of Economics are in Russian, and so it will be rather hard to switch between two languages. So, in order to find the menu tab that is called Developer or Разработчик, we are going to File tab, then to Options menu. Then we could see the line Customize ribbon or Настроить ленту in Russian. So we are going to Customize ribbon, and we could see that most of the lines are ticked. Let's go further, and we could see that we do not have any symbol near the developer, so we are going to tick it, then press OK, and we could see that now we have developer menu. We are going to get acquainted with macros in Word. They are, some small programs somehow that will help you to minimize the amount of time that you spend for formatting your documents. So let's get acquainted with different tabs, and we will start with tab Home or Главное. So here we can see several groups of functions: clipboard or буфер обмена, then font, it'll be schrift in Russian, then paragraph or abzats, styles. I think that there is no need to give translation, and then some other scenes, editing, add-ins, and so on. I've already prepared some text. They are just the same lines that International Business is one of the educational programs in Graduate School of Business, and also we have some list of the programs, of the bachelor programs in Graduate School of Business as well. So first of all, the menu font. Here we can change the type of font, so we can see that now Word uses Calibri font, and one of the most one of the frequently used fonts is Times New Roman. You will use it in most of the documents. Then we can change the font size, so it will be here, it could be bigger or smaller. Also, we could change the typeface, so we can make our text bold. In Russian it will be положирный. The adaptation of some English functions from English to Russian in Microsoft Office programs is rather strange. You will see it when we will start working with Excel, because most of the formulas and functions have really strange translation. And then we have italics. Italic stands for cursive. Then we have underlining option, so it is подчеркивание in Russian. And also we can use strike through. Strike through stands for зачеркнутый text. So these are one of the most common options that you're going to use. Then we have one of the most important menus. It is paragraph, groups of functions. So first of all, here we have the list. We could have bullets or маркированный список, and numbering. It'll be нумерованный список. So let's just create bullets. We are going to choose our programs, educational programs, and then we are just going to press the bullet. And also we could change the type of bullet that is used for our list. For example, I'm going to use the black square. So then we have the menu that helps us to align the text. So we have a line left, a line center, a line right, and also distribute or justify. So we are going to use justify function for justify option for most of the documents. When we work in Microsoft Word, when we work on presentations, you're not going to use justify options, you're going to use left alignment or center alignment in some cases. So let's just change our alignment. So the next point is a bit more complicated. So let's go to this one. It stands for some horizontal lines and two arrows. One is going up and one is going down. So they align in paragraph spacing. In Russian, this menu is called interval. So we are going to get acquainted with line spacing options. In Russian it will be другие интервалы междустрочных, другие интервалы, другие варианты междустрочных интервалов. So let's go further. Here we can see several groups of functions. We could see line spacing. Line spacing is the space between different lines of text. So it will be after all of the lines of our text. For example, we are going to use 1 and 15. And also we have spacing. Spacing option is different. It is a space between or not between, but after or before each paragraph. So for example, I'm going to have 6 points, and also I'm going to untick this point of menu, don't add space between paragraphs of the same style. So let's press OK for a while. We can see that we have a bit more space between our lines and more space between our paragraphs. Let's go back. Now we are in line spacing options again. Also we have special by. Special in Russian will be like красная строка, so it's it is some space before the first line of each paragraph. So we could choose first line by 1 and 25 centimeters. And also we could work with line and page breaks. In Russian it will be положение на странице. So video often control, it is all about the lines, the stands alone in the ends of the page. So for example, we have, I don't know, 10 lines in our paragraph, and we have one line of the paragraph on the first page, the first line, and so we have 9 lines on the second page. This function will let us to have the first line together with the other 9 lines. So we will just not have one line of the paragraphs in the ends of the page. Then we have keep with next, keep lines together, page break before. So they are all about not letting to have some lines on the previous page when we have a big paragraph. So for example, we again have some 10 lines in paragraph, but now we can have, for example, 5 lines on the first page and 5 lines of our paragraphs on the next page. These settings will not let us to have 5 and 5 lines. They will change the alignment of the text, and we are going to have 10 lines together on the second page. So try to avoid using these points of menu. So let's press OK. Now we are going to have the space between each first line of each paragraph, but the problem is that we are going to have this space in our list too. So let's just use backspace option, not backspace option, but first of all we are going to avoid having the list. Then we are going to use Shift Tab. They are the hotkeys that help us to eliminate the space between the lines, and then we are going to use the list again. So now we do not have a really big space before each line of the list. So it was the menu paragraph. So one of the most important things here is connected with line and paragraph spacing. And now we're going to get acquainted with the styles menu. So styles menu, it is all about changing our document. For example, I have a need to have some heading for my article, so it will be international business, and also I am going to have some second heading, or just the subtitle. Let it be here, and it will be other bachelor programs. Why are we going to use this menu style? So let's just try to apply it. So we are using heading 1 here. So, and also we are using heading 2 here. Okay, we have some changes. We can see that now we have some arrow here, and also we have different formatting. Let's create the new page. In order to have the page break, you should not use just enter function. It is not the way to do it, because when you start to add some lines, to add some text or photos, pictures, tables, I don't know, something like this, you're going to have a really huge problems when you are trying to use just enters to switch from one page to the other page. Instead of this, we are going to use the layout menu and break, so we could use the page break functions. Also, I'm going to use just the hotkey Ctrl plus Enter, so it helps me to create the new page too. And now we are going to reference menu, and we are going to create autocollectable table of contents, or just automatic table. In Russian it will be автособираемое оглавление. And so I just choose one of the options, and we could see that now I have the autocollectable table of contents, no need to change anything. And the best option here is the following. For example, I have the other page before the international business, and also I have some new page before other bachelor programs. And now we are going to our contents again. Then I press with the right button of the mouse, and then I just choose update field, update entire table, and now we can see that the pages are changing too, so it's more convenient option to work with it. So this is the way we are going to use styles, and also we could change the formatting of each style, but I'm going to show it during the seminar. So I suggest to have a break, and in the next video we are going to get acquainted with the other menu tabs: insert, layout, references, review, and as I suppose this is it. So thank you for watching this video. I hope it was helpful, and bye, have a nice day.